Okay, fellow artists, I am back in the workshop. I apologize for the false start of the last live stream. Just too many things going on in the homestead at once, but now I am settled and ready to begin the process of fixing King Dolphin TV's cigar box guitar. Just to give you an overview of what's been done to this future CBG. All right. So, neck is permanently attached. Box remains openable. When I send this off to Raymond, King Dolphin, I'll be putting in a either a leather or really nice ribbon through that hole that I made to close the box. All right. And when I stained the lid, I also stained the neck. Now the neck took the staining very well. As you can see, look at those beautiful striations and grain patterns. Hey, positive folks, welcome. So the neck took on the stain extremely well. Look at that, those beautiful patterning. I appreciate that, positive folks, but you know what? I think that the staining being uneven on the box takes away from the King Dolphin image. So I really do want to try this fix. The neck and the box itself, you see that the box is very glossy. That's because I applied high gloss polyurethane to the neck, to the box, because I'm in Florida, to inside the box to protect this from moisture. Now, I know that this is going to a place with a temperate climate, but you know, should the cigar box, should the instrument make its way back to Florida, we want to make sure that it can handle the humidity and that things aren't going to rot out in a few years. Plus, you know, I like making my instruments water resistant. You're overthinking it. It has character. Maybe positive folks, but I did refer to the client, and they're the ones who make the final decision, and they feel as I do, that I really want that clean King Dolphin image. And so I think I'm ready to take the risk on this box. And so that's what today's stream is about. It's about saving the King Dolphin image. So how am I planning to do this? Well, I'm gonna remove the nut here. I'm gonna chisel it off very carefully. I'm going to use my random orbital sander to gently scrub off the engraving. I'll clean up the box, and then we're gonna use my Acme laser engraver. Hey Jeff, welcome. You found some old boxes at an antique store. Are they cigar boxes, positive folks? Oh, I'm curious. You should do a box haul video. You should do a box haul video and show us what you found. And in fact, positive folks, if getting a spam call here. Jeff, the MVP, he certainly is. He is the cigar box MVP. Positive Pokes, you said you had a channel where you do antique store hauls and flea markets. You know, include your channel information in the chat so people can go and connect to your channel. In fact, I have to go back and visit your channel and subscribe and watch your content. All right. So, anyways, has new boxes for $1. That's actually very good price. Wow. Wonderful, wonderful haul. All right, so folks who are here and watching the replay, please visit Positive Pokes channel, subscribe, watch his antique hauls. Sounds like a fun time, and I will make sure to do that myself after the stream. Positive Pokes, thanks for being here, by the way. I'm small time, 1K subs. Well, join the club, Positive Pokes. I'm small time too. Welcome to the small time YouTuber Cigar Box Guitar Club. We small timers need to stick together. Anyway, so if everything goes well today, I will leave this polyurethaning overnight, and maybe tomorrow I'll get to finish installing the hardware, including the piezo pickup that's going to go into this box. And if we're extra lucky, maybe we'll get to string it. And so, without further stalling, delaying, which I guess is a defense mechanism because I'm really scared of what I'm about to do to this CBG. I am... cross your fingers for me, folks. Let's get started. All right, I'm gonna set you guys up on my workbench. Yes, this is my workbench. Oh my gosh, I can't explain to you how hot it is right now in my in this workshop, folks. I have a swamp cooler working in the back, but oh my gosh, it just takes off the edge just a little bit. Oh my gosh. Jeff makes boxes and makes cigar box guitars, and he plays Positive Pokes. He does all three things. Yeah, I am kind of... It is hot in here. It is hot. I was born and raised in South Florida, and it doesn't matter. I don't think any human can get used to this heat. Not ever. They don't seem to be bothered by the heat, but oh man. Anyway, let me give you guys a good perspective of what's going on here. You go to Florida in August. Good luck, Positive Pokes. You from Pennsylvania, I would imagine, are going to have a much harder time than I am now. Hey, SB, welcome. All right. Let's see how I'm going to secure this to the workbench. How am I going to secure you, mister? Okay. Kind of stabilize this here. Drinking kombucha. I love kombucha, Positive Pokes. I am a kombucha person too. It's good for you. Yes. I used to brew my own, but now I maintain a kefir jar. It's much easier. I wasn't drinking my kombucha fast enough, and it would just turn into vinegar, which was nice. I always had a nice supply of vinegar, but I'm brewing my own water kefir these days, and when I want kombucha, I just, now Dollar General has these, and they're organic, so happy about that. Oh my gosh, it is so hot. I mean, let me try to get a brighter image for you. Okay, that looks much better. This perspective is getting much more light, so I'm gonna stick to that. There we go. I just like goofing around with the music. There's power in being an advocate for everyone to engage in something creative daily. Even if they think they're terrible at it, the world would be a much better place. And I feel you only really connect to the greater power of the universe when you're in that creative zone. Those of you who know the zone that I'm talking about, well, you know, then you know exactly what I mean. Here we go. All right, let's do the painful chiseling after we secure this box down. I need a clamp. Okay. Let me see if I can. I'm clamping down on the next side, putting a towel down so that I don't ruin. Actually, I might ruin the finish if I just clamp down. Alright. I think I'll be fine now. Yeah. That's a tool I do not yet have positive pokes. But you know, one builds up the workshop little by little. Holy smokes, I am not going to enjoy this. Yeah, I have a Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight. You know, there's so many things I need for the workshop. It's just, you know, gotta take it a little bit at a time. Oh! That was less painful than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. It's off. No, no worries. All right, it's off. Now let's get that random rotary sander, folks. Here we go. OMG. Jeff, you've been building your workshop for 40 years? I've just started building mine. I started building CBGs well, I built my first one in 2022, and then I started building for craft markets in 2023, and that's when I started building up my workshop. Alrighty. Okay. I'm gonna be very careful with this guy. I don't want to say... Let me show you guys how much that's taken off so far. We still have some ways to go. You know, thinking about it, taking a sander to this box one other time is gonna help make this CBG more resonant. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jeff Patterson's channel. He has two YouTube channels, one for his ceramics projects and another for his cigar box guitar projects. And one of the things that Jeff does with his cigar box guitar builds, and he builds cigar box guitars with pallets. He builds guitars in the style of cigar box guitars. And one of the things that he does for the soundboard is thin out the wood. So this mishap may inadvertently make this particular CBG more resonant than its brothers because of all the sanding, of all the removal of material. This is going to be a much more flexible soundboard than it's going to be a more flexible soundboard than if this, because I'm removing so much material. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, you guys know what I mean. So maybe this mishap was a blessing in disguise. This CBG is going to a musician, to a bass player who's going to learn how to play 3-string slider. And so if this turns out to be an unusually resonant instrument, I may just shave off some layers in the future off of, well, more than what I usually do, if it results in a noticeable difference in resonance. So, all right. But of course, I wouldn't take off the top of the box. I would do the shaving from the bottom, from the portion you can't see, because usually I like to keep the art on the cigar box intact because it's so beautiful. Anyway, you're gonna have a polka party when you're 40. Cool beans. Yeah, my husband lived in polka country. He played saxophone. Well, he has multiple degrees in saxophone performance, and I think he played many a polka when he was in Pennsylvania. I think he also worked at very careful going over these sound holes. Yes, positive pokes, I did fix Shorty, and the Shorty reveal is in the video titled Bad Luck, and so that's why the last stream failed. I hope you got your accordion. You talking to me, Jeff, or to Positive Pokes? Because he's the one who wants to have a polka on his 40th birthday. I will hire, not play the polka. exactly a clean slate for the laser engraver just yet, folks. We still have more work to do here. All right. All right. Okay. This area here, close to the sound holes, I'm staying away from these with this power tool because I feel like I could take out my sound holes really easily if I run over these too much. So this will have to be done with a Dremel and with some hand sanding. So could you find same box and just use the lid? I don't want to take apart the hinges. These guys here, I know. I want to keep those babies intact because when you take them out and put them back in, they never fit the way they're supposed to ever again. Besides, you know, I got other projects for those other boxes. It is an idea. It is an idea. I could. I just don't wanna. All right. I want to salvage this guy. Let's go for it. Okay. MDF is so interesting. Was secure. It ain't. Why did it move? Okay, I need to get another one of these onto the neck. All right, let's do it. I just found this on the workbench. Don't know where it came from. All right. Okay, I should be good. Should be good. Alright, let's make this as much of a clean slate as possible for the engraver. Okay. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel here. We've removed most of the King Dolphin engraving, but still have quite a bit to go to get a clean slate here. All right. There we go. Okay. Your Roma tomatoes are kicking. Don't forget my pears. You know, you're right. I do have to go out there today and make sure that that they're still there. We do have a baby deer and a mama deer floating around on the property, and yeah, I got to keep an eye on those pears daily. But I'm glad your Roma tomatoes are kicking. Do you make your own pasta sauce? Not a clean slate yet, but close. You've made some really good pear wine before. I believe it, Jeff. I do believe it. All right. Okay. Okay, I think my hands are ready. I suspect that this is it really is going to help with the resonance of the box, because I'm taking off so much material. This is going to vibrate really well. So, side benefit to redoing this, I guess. Okay, I honestly think this is the best I'm gonna get out of my rotary sander, and then the rest. All right. Okay, Liesel, welcome. How's it going? Well, Liesel, this is what we got so far. Almost a clean slate, but I'm gonna tackle those edges with a hand sander and then with a Dremel. I want a clean slate, or as much of a clean slate as possible for the laser engraver. So that's what's going on.